It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine?
Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good.
I don't care how long you take.
I'm on the highway to hell. On the highway to hell.
2020 golf course improvements. Well, I'm glad to say that the clubhouse has their own wash pad for washing golf carts, making it better for the clubhouse staff to clean their 50 cart fleet. Then we added in 2 new sea cans and built a tent roof between the two for bonus storage for our equipment. This is a great add-on to our shop area, giving us more area for us to store our equipment. "2021 golf course improvements." Well, 2021, the clubhouse is getting its merchandise upgraded with more selection of golf hats, gloves, toques, and golf balls. Our food and beverage manager Caroline is hooking up the golf course with new fridges from switching out with Pepsi from Coca-Cola. The clubhouse also got a brand new flat screen TV and a new decorative sign stating that we have the longest hole in Canada. I am glad to say that one of our biggest projects is finished, building a whole new tee for the longest hole in Canada. This new tee box is much better than the old one, much bigger, flatter, and has a more open layout than the older tees. Due to the amount of rain we get in this area and the amount of times it floods, we decided we needed to build a raised cart path with a sump for us to make it easier to sump the water out into the creek. Another thing that we did for hole 11 is also add a sign that could point them to the longest hole in Canada and to establish that we do have the longest hole in Canada. Well, we also finished building our forward tees for number 6. We started building this tee box in 2018 by adding the fill. Once the ground did settle, then we had gotten the ground more level. Then once it was leveled, we had then started to lay sod. We double checked each section before laying the sod to make sure the whole tee box was level. We then piped in all brand new irrigation for number 6 forward tee. We also ended up building a brand new bridge for hole 14 on the right side. The planks that went on top of the bridge ended up getting painted with a special paint that had grit in it so you couldn't slip when it got wet, making it a little bit better than our other bridges. And the bridge was strong enough to hold our tractor, telling us that our bridge is strong enough to hold just about any of our equipment. 2022 golf course improvements. Leveling cores. Well, over the years since 2016, after aeration, we had started dumping cores in our low areas on the fairways and any other low spots on the golf course. We used them on hole 14 to fill in the dead areas on the fairways that got damaged from the flood from way back in 2010. And we have had quite a great success of getting a lot of the dead areas to fill in on hole 14. And the areas that haven't filled in on 14, we have started filling them in with sod. We have to thank George for the idea of leveling the cores on the fairways. He was bound and determined to get his fairways back into full condition. Well, at the very end of 2022, we stripped all the sod off 15T and started to level it. It did take us some time to get this tee box leveled. We rototilled the top layer and mixed it in with sand and then leveled it by eye. Then we used our laser level and built ourselves some forms and then scraped all the dirt in between the two forms away, making that section level, and then continued to do this across the whole entire tee. and then laid the old sod back on top of the tee box. Once the turf was healthy, we cut it down with the push mower. Then we filled any of the dips with sand. Once it was ready, then we cut it down to tee height. New fuel tanks for the shop. The new fuel tanks have fueling nozzles that will automatically shut off when the fuel tank is full. We also color-coded the nozzles red for gas and yellow for diesel. If you do put or notice someone put diesel or gas in the wrong tank, please stop and don't turn machine on. Get me, Braden, or Colin. We'll just have to empty the tank and hopefully the piece of equipment will be fine.
I'm getting too old for this shit.
2023 golf course improvements. The golf course got remodeled with carpet and with tile around the fireplace from LA Carpet and Tile. Me and Braden redesigned the desk for the pro shop with Carly's help with the layout of the desk. With the new layout, we now have the desk located on the west side of the building. Barrett, a local carpenter, did the countertops for the desk with an epoxy finish. Yep, the new improvements to the clubhouse paid off. The members and the staff loved the new improvements. The tees got improved with new boxes that mimic logs with carved ends on them. That represents the tree nursery that once stood on the golf course that gave the Nursery Golf and Country Club its iconic name. We also added in gray tees for another forward tee option to hit off of.
I've got a smile on my face and I've got 4 walls around me. I've got the sun in the sky, all the water surround me. Oh, you know, yeah, I win now and sometimes I lose. I've been battered but I never bruise. It's not so bad. And I say, hey, 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 it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. Janie sings on the corner, what keeps her from dying? Let them say what they want, she won't stop trying. Oh, you know, she might stumble if they push her around. She might fall, but she'll never lie down. It's not so bad. And I say, hey, 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 it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. 'Cause it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. In this beautiful life, there's always some sorrow, and it's a double-edged knife, but there's always tomorrow. You know, it's up to you now if you sink or swim. Just keep the faith that your ship will come in. It's not so bad. And I say, well, hey, hey, it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say, I say, well, hey, hey, it's just an ordinary day, and it's all your state of mind. At the end of the day, you just got to say it's alright. 'Cause it's alright, it's alright. 'Cause I've got a smile on my face and I've got